É Black Star, mais do que basquete uma família. É Black Star, mais do que basquete uma família. É Black Star, mais do que basquete uma família. É Black Star, mais do que basquete uma família. Enquadra a supremacia norte do estado, representando Joinville por todo lado. Time aguerrido, história sempre fez, esperto no rebote, matando bola de três. A melhor defesa ao ataque, surpreendendo adversário no desarme.
Here we introduce 3-pass one-on-one. Now we're going to take that same concept and show you how we incorporate it in 3-on-3. These two players are going to play 3-pass one-on-one. While they do that, the players on the weak side are going to get involved in a 3-on-3 situation. Again, we set this up to make it more game-like so that we can work on a specific situation and try and develop the same skills that we've been working on in terms of our 0 seconds basketball decision training and apply them in not just a one-on-one situation, but now in a situation where when you attack a defender, you've got to worry about what are the help side defenders doing as well. While these players play 3-pass one-on-one, the two players on the weak side of the floor on offense will be spaced in the corner and on the 45. This is our setup to show you how it's done. You can put players in any positions on the floor to be able to start your 3-pass one-on-one into 3-on-3. The two defensive players each have a responsibility to start with. One is baseline help and the top player is middle help. We want to create some variability so they don't just cheat the drill and stand there and help and be set for the offensive player to attack. So prior to the start of the action, they're going to exchange back and forth continuously until the initial drive happens. Once the drive happens, one of them will be the low help and one of them will be the high help, and then we'll be working on a live 3-on-3 situation. Because we have 9 players here, we're going to rotate on and off the floor to start with by going defense to offense, offense off. Normally in our practices, I don't talk about rotation at all. It's for our players to show some leadership and to be able to communicate and figure things out themselves. In this situation as well, we'll emphasize on any penetration, the next player must follow penetration with a shot or a pass. We do not want to follow penetration with another penetration. We emphasize that within our team because we want players to apply our 0-second concepts where on the catch, they catch it ready to shoot, and if they're open, we want them to shoot it, and if not, then we want them to move it to the next teammate who is open. The other reason that we emphasize this concept of not following penetration with another penetration is that we feel very often it creates bad spacing, and we'd rather have us get back to good spacing so that we can create another good opportunity to be able to score at the rim or to be able to kick out and have an open shot. Rebound, rebound. Play it, play it, play it. Good call, score, outlet, outlet, outlet. Let's go, outlet. Outlet, outlet. Good communication, Damien. Foul, hold. Let's make sure that before we start it, make sure that they're moving in terms of defensive stance. Okay? Let's also get our defensive communication cues. Rotate, sight, right? We know how we're covering. If you're gonna force base, you're gonna force middle on the closeout. Let's make that as game-like as possible so we apply the situations we want. Another thing that you can emphasize as a coach is what constraints you want to give to the offensive players. The main one right now is that the same rules we applied in 3-pass one-on-one apply to the offensive player here in 3-pass one-on-one into 3-on-3. The offensive player who catches the ball must catch it with a hop, They cannot pause on the catch. They're not allowed to take 2 dribbles in a direction not towards the rim, and they're not allowed to spin. Any violation of those 4 things results in a turnover and a loss of possession for their team. So we're getting them to focus on the things that we've emphasized in our individual workouts and in our one-on-one. Look, you can play anything out of bounds, but not if it goes into the bleachers or into the wall, okay? Otherwise, let's compete through that. Okay, foul, hold. Let's recreate that situation. Where did Lucas take his dribble? How many dribbles did he take? 1. Should he have drawn help off of 1 dribble? Should we have been giving up a 3 off of 1 dribble? Because I should be stopping it and teaching him that 1 dribble is not going to draw help. But instead, he was able to kick to the weak side to get a wide open shot, right? Like, we only need to help on, hopefully, the second bounce. The goal of you as a defensive player is to make sure that you can cover for 2 dribbles. So if he can cover for 2 dribbles, you don't have to help as much. If you have to help on the first dribble, we're in a pile of trouble. Okay, so make sure that we do that. And then offensively, again, don't take a dribble to pass. Why are you going to dribble? To score. Like, this is one-on-one. This isn't 3-on-3 for you. For you, the mentality is you're trying to score. So counter if he cuts you off, try and get to his chest, score at the rim. Okay, we don't want to pass unless they make us pass. Talk to him, good talk to him. Talk down. Foul, hold. What did Anthony do on the catch? Took away his opportunity to do what? Or what should he do? Shoot. He should have shot. He had space. He had more than arm length distance. He should have shot. Okay, so again, let's get that mentality, 0 seconds. If you're open, let's let it go. Okay, let's shoot it. Another thing we try to emphasize when we compete is that we want to keep score. Our players should be calling the score. Right now, it's very simple. If you score, you get a point. But we can add different emphasis as well, or different constraints to the drill to be able to shape our learning. For example, if we add 2 points for an offensive rebound, then clearly we're emphasizing that the weak side players, or whoever does not shoot the ball, should be offensive rebounding, because there's great benefit to be able to get an offensive rebound for your team, because you get a better opportunity to be able to win. Whatever point system you come up with, points can help you emphasize certain things within your team. For example, another one that we would use is there's 3 points for a defender who takes a charge. So if they take a charge, their team on defense can score points.